and welcome to my channel, and this video is titled, In Dealing with a Lying, Cheating Narcissist. You may ask, why her? Why her? I have asked that quite a few times. In the first narcissist, and watch all of those handful of videos, the first narcissist, senior stalker, I asked why her? Why them? Because it wasn't just one her, it was multiple hers. Why? And of course, hindsight is always 20/20. But as in dealing with therapy, stuff that my therapist says, and I'm like, psh, mind blown. Like, oh my gosh, this is all stuff that I knew deep down, whether it was on a subconscious level or I didn't want to acknowledge it. This is all stuff that I knew, but I didn't act on it, didn't want to deal with it, did not want to believe it. And back then, and when I say back then, this was like a handful of years ago, why her? Why her? I knew why her. And I just, didn't want to believe it, didn't want to come to terms with it. But we will be discussing why her. And her, as with the first narcissist senior stalker, the second narcissist, not even really like an awful, horrid narcissist, but a narcissist nonetheless. Pizza boy. And not only is he a narcissist, but the term that I have just learned, avoidant attachment. I mean, gosh, there's so much to learn, but I mean, are all narcissists avoidant attachments? Maybe. Videos on that to come. There was a her with Pizza Boy. Well, I guess as with many narcissists, there are multiple hers. So let's get into this. And this is all my experience and all of my little aha moments. So why her? Why her? Well, why her? Her will put up with it. Her has no problem with it. Her will put up with it. So let's get into this. Watch all of the handful of videos about senior stalker. Brief synopsis. This guy lied to me, cheated on me for 7 years, right? There were multiple women. Multiple women that he was involved with, went out with, hooked up with. I mean, just, it's insane, right? But then there was one girl that I guess was his girlfriend. What I was, no idea, right? Punching bag, we'll just put it like that, because that's the only thing that I can think of. But there was one girl that I guess was his girlfriend, because I saw the messages, I saw everything, and watched the video, like the early videos. I found out of 7 years my boyfriend cheated on me. I confronted my cheating boyfriend, all of that. And through the depths of the why, oh my gosh, why would he do this to me? Why would he say one thing and do another? Why? And as my therapist said, why keeps us stuck? Why keeps us stuck? Because we know the why. We just don't want to accept it. We don't want to come to terms with it. We don't want that why to become a reality. Because, the reality of why, then it can get deep into us and deep into our insecurities and everything, right? I mean, it's too much, right? And as I was talking to anyone who would listen as to why would this guy do this to me? Why her? And it's always these women that were involved with him. These women knew he had a girlfriend, okay? Told them, oh, my girlfriend is so awful. Oh, I can't stand my girlfriend. Oh, my girlfriend this, my girlfriend that. Okay, well, if your girlfriend, me, is this awful person, why not leave? Never come back. If I am so god awful, why not just leave and never come back? Well, because that would be too easy. Because a narcissist, they love the attention, they love the drama, they love the toxicity. And whether you're getting good attention, bad attention, because if your girlfriend is so awful, right? Instead of leaving, never coming back, and going off about your way, you can get sympathy from these other girls. Oh, my girlfriend is so awful. Oh my God, she's just this and she's just that. Oh, really? She's so bad? Oh, well, okay, let's hang out. Oh, okay. Like, okay. And it's like, ew. And it's especially ew because this is a grown man 15 years older than me, right? So I mean, it's just gross, right? It's just gross. So I would always ask whoever would listen to me, right? Why her? Why her? And I would always say, her, the multiple hers, whoever. They know that he has a girlfriend. They know, they have no problem being the other woman. Like why would someone do this? Why? Right? And most recently with Pizza Boy, and when I say most recently, oh gosh, I don't know what, it's almost been a year? Well, almost a year since we first, whatever, right? But I'd say over the last months, right? The last months. And he still involved, or no, not still involved, now that wife number 2, or the last time that I had any information, wife number 2 is like, nope, I'm done with your ways. But who knows, right? Who really knows? I was talking to one of my girlfriends about it, and she had the perfect response. Pizza Boy and wife number 2 have the cycle of he cheats, she finds out, she kicks him out. One way or another, they get back together, and the cycle continues. And the cycle has continued, God, 10 years with that. And let's not forget, she was the other woman. She was the other woman. And then he told me when he got with her, he was cheating on her with multiple women. I mean, it's insane, right? But as one of my girlfriends pointed out to me, maybe she likes that dynamic. Maybe like they get off on that dynamic. That is a thing with them, case in point, she was the other woman. She was the other woman. She knew. He told her, I'm cheating on you with this girl, that girl. She stayed. Still stayed. I mean, you might have moments where you break up and get back together. And here's a thing that clicked into my head recently, right? Before I knew that this was a cycle with Pizza Boy, like whenever he told me, no, we're getting a divorce. And I'm like, really? It's serious? Yeah, it's serious. Like, we're done. We're over with. And I was like, oh, okay. I remember we were out one night. We were out at the country club. We were having dinner. We were, at the country club, right? Wife number 2 keeps blowing up his phone. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, of course they have a kid together. Like, what people always use the excuse, oh, it's complicated when kids are involved. Is it really? I don't think so. So I'm like, why does she keep blowing up your phone? And it's like, oh, you're with her, aren't you? Oh, you're with her. You guys are out doing this. Oh, you're out with your little girlfriend. And at the time, I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to get involved in this kind of drama. But also, it's like, okay, well, why does it matter? Does it matter because you're saying one thing and doing another? Like, why does it matter? Because this is the cycle and you're going to go back? And it didn't really click until recently. So, okay, obviously you like that dynamic. You have no problem with that dynamic. But also, I would always say, as with the disgusting, nasty women, because it always is, when, at least in my opinion, when these guys cheat or have affairs, whatever it is, I could understand if it is some gorgeous top 10 Playboy model, like a little baddie, somebody that I'm like, oh, okay, I could get, I understand, right? Like, she's beautiful, she's stunning, she's gorgeous, okay. Doesn't make it right. No. Do I get it? Yes. It's never those girls, honey. It is never those girls. The girl that senior stalker cheated on me with for years, the girl that I worked with for a year, both of them lied to my face day in and day out. She looked like the bird from the labyrinth. Okay. Awful. Why her? Well, I'll tell you why her. Her has no problem being the other woman. Her has no problem having affairs with guys, with girlfriends, with married men. Her has no self-worth, no self-esteem. Her has no problem being morally corrupt. Her has no problem. That's why her. That's why her. And it kind of took me, it still takes me, because of course it still, gets into your self-worth and your self-esteem, because you're like, why would someone say that they love me, care about me, and go do something else? Well, first off, they're a narcissist. That's why, that is the why. And why go after these girls? I saw all the messages of, oh, we'll break up with her. Oh, well, I hope your girlfriend doesn't find out. Oh, this, oh, that. So that's why her. Her has no problem being the other woman. Her has no problem being morally corrupt. That's why her is trash. That's why. And let's bounce over to Pizza Boy. Let's bounce over to Pizza Boy. Pizza Boy tried hollering at me multiple times. I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like, I might be a lot of things in life, an adulterer. No, I don't think so. And I told him this. And then whenever that wedding ring came off, okay, different story, right? Different story. And then whenever the lies started, whenever he would say one thing, couldn't back it up with the truth, couldn't back it up with the truth. Like he wants to get brownie points because he told me half truths. You didn't tell me the whole truth, which is, hey, I want a little something on the side, but she's going to take me back. She always takes me back. This has been the cycle for 10 years. She doesn't care what I do as long as I go back to her. And he would post on it, oh, the love of my life. Oh, I love her, along with the woe is me TikToks, okay? And if you don't know about that, watch the handful of videos, right? Grown man making TikToks. Ew. And then it's like, Lee, do you really want to be with a guy who not only has two ex-wives, 2 baby mamas, just a hot mess? Do you really want to be with a grown man who makes TikToks? No, you don't. But would make these woe is me as, oh, I can't believe the love of my life is leaving me. And oh, well, sir, she's leaving you, at least this time, because you cheat. You're an awful human being. You lie. You're disgusting. And everyone has their breaking points. But why her? Well, this is why her. Her will always take you back. Now, the 2 hers, okay? Senior stalker. Hers, the ones that have no problem being the other woman, morally corrupt, have no problem just, having affairs. That's why her. That's why those hers. They have no problem. They have no problem with that. They have no problem. That's why he'll always go after those women. Always. And for a while, I put up with it. I put up with it because I had no self-esteem, no self-worth. Now, have a little bit of self-esteem, have a little bit of self-worth. So I want nothing to do with that guy, nothing to do with him. Now, Pizza Boy, why wife number 2? Why her? Why? Her has no problem taking you back. Whether she loves you and thinks that you're going to change, or whether you are much better looking than her, because let's face it, everyone feels a little better when they have a hot girl or a hot guy on their arms, right? He is cute. She has no problem. She has no problem. Oh, he might go out and do whatever, but he comes home to me. He comes home to me. He'll always come home to me. Her has no problem accepting the fact that you're going to cheat. Now, that this is all my opinion, right? All my opinion, all my ahas. But whenever you are involved with the lying, cheating narcissist and you're crying your eyes out at night, you're crying yourself to sleep, you say, why her? Why her? Why would he do this? Why her? Why does he keep going back to her? Why her? Because her will put up with it. That's why. And go be with her. Whomever that her is, go be with her. because she might not have, well, no, obviously she has no self-worth, no self-esteem. She has no problem putting up with the disrespect, the lies, the cheating, or she has no problem putting up with, the fact that she is the other woman. Her has no problem with that. And, that's why it hurts you, because you're not that. You're not the other woman. You're not someone who's going to put up with disrespect. You really want these people to change. And it hurts you because you want to believe that they will. But it also hurts that you understand their words and their actions aren't matching up. And it's hard to accept the reality of, hey, they're not a good person. So whenever you're crying and you say, why her? Why her? Well, because her has no problem putting up with that disrespect. And instead of, going in the cycle of why, and it's easier said than done, say, well, you know what? Go be with her. Go be with her. And it might hurt, but I don't have to be in that toxic cycle of begging someone to act right, begging someone to do right. You don't really want that. And some people might love the dynamic of that, but you know that you don't, and you don't have to put up with it. So thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing. Thanks, guys. See ya.